Now we study about the alloys. Alloys means what? I told na, when the two metals together or metal plus non-metal together. So it is called as a alloy. So why they keep the alloys? Alloying is a popular method of improving the properties of a metal. A homogeneous mixture in which at least one of the primary components is a metal is called as an alloy. Homogeneous mixture means what? Now for example, water and salt. When we mix both the mixture together, afterwards can we separate the salt and water or the sugar and water? We cannot separate them. But now when we see the water H2O, I will explain to you. So H2O plus salt, when both mix together, can we see? No. Now for example, H2O means water and mud. So after mud, will it dissolve in the water? It don't dissolve in the water. We can see mud separately in the water. It will settle down. So it is a heterogeneous mixture. We can see two mixtures together. So separate, water separate, mud separate, we can see. Homogeneous mixture means after mixing the salt in the water, we cannot see salt separately, water separately. Everything becomes one. It is the homogeneous mixture. So like that only alloys are the homogeneous mixture. After mixing two metals or metal and non-metal, after mixing in the dish, in the aluminium dish, in the iron dishes, aluminium dishes, iron also there is, zinc layer also there is. But can we see the separate? We cannot see. Okay, so since we cannot see them, so it is a homogeneous mixture. So human beings have been making and using alloys since prehistoric time. That means before time onwards. And alloying is done to increase the hardness. Why they mix the metals? Actually the pure visana, the extraction of the iron, the pure metal always we get in the liquid form. Okay, and in the melting iron, since to extract the metals we give more high temperature. So in that time the iron will be, the metals will be melting. So the pure metal, after purifying the metal, we get in the liquid form, in the melting form. That is why to increase the hardness, they will mix two metals or the metal and non-metal. And another one, to prevent the rusting, to stop the rusting also, they use the two metals or metal and non-metal. It is called as a alloy. The first one is what? To improve in the hardness, they use the alloys. Improve a quality or decrease melting point. Alloys can be easily cast or molded into different shapes and find uses in many areas. So if you see metals, we can make into different shapes. Windows, doors, benches, tables, in different shapes we are getting. So an alloy is prepared by first melting one of the metals and then dissolving the other metals or non-metals in it in definite proportions. How to prepare the alloy means, first the metal we have to dissolve it, melt the metal. So in this metal another metal is dissolved. So in definite proportions means, definite means exact mixture, exact na. So that is the one. So the mixture is exact measurement, and mixture is then cooled to room temperature. After mixing, this mixture is cooled to room temperature. Room temperature will be how much? Maybe room temperature is exactly 22 degree Celsius. It will be like that. Okay, room temperature. Wait, I will say what is the room temperature. Okay, so room temperature is what? 22 degree Celsius. At the 22 degree Celsius, they cool the mixed metal to get alloy. While making alloys, metals or other elements are chosen carefully so that we can get the desired properties in the resulting alloy. So what kind of alloy we want, according to that we can mix the metals. So here you see, iron is the most widely used metal, but we cannot use it in its pure form because pure iron is very relatively soft. Iron is the pure metal, but we cannot use it because it is very soft. But if a small amount of carbon is mixed in it, if the carbon is the non-metal, if this non-metal is mixed in the iron is the metal, if it is mixed in the metal and non-metal, it becomes hard. So it will, what is the result? Equal to, it will become hard. So stainless steel is an alloy of iron where nickel and chromium are also added. So nickel and chromium are like electroplating on top of the iron, adding along with the carbon. So carbon is also there in the iron, but on top also to make it hard. Carbon is used in the iron to make it hard, and then another one, chromium and nickel is used to make the electroplating, to stop the rusting. Chromium prevents iron from rusting. So chromium prevents from what? From the rusting. Thus prevents means stops and increase its usefulness. Here some alloys they have given, some useful alloys. Constituents means after mixing we cannot separate, so it is called as a constituents, and their percentages uses. Brass, copper, zinc, utensils and household objects. For example, in the houses we use the lota pani, it is the brass. Some golden plates we have in the house, this is also a brass. So in it what it use? Copper and zinc. Bronze, copper and tin. Sn means what? Tin. If you don't know, write side by. Sn means what? Tin. Ta and tin. So they use for the coins, utensils and statues. German silver. Cu means copper 50%, zinc 25%, nickel 25%. Coins, utensils and ornaments. So like that, all these things are the alloys in that different. Bell metal, what we are bringing the bell in that, what is there? Copper and tin for making bells. Okay, so this is the way we use the alloys and uses. Please read this one. Okay, so make a list of all the objects made of metal or used in your schools or at home. Note which of the objects is made of pure metals and which is made of alloys. Think what could be reason for using pure metal or alloy while making particular object. Chhattisgarh is a primary site for iron ore. Chhattisgarh is primary means first. Which metal we get more metal in Chhattisgarh? Iron ore. And also has many steel production plants. Plants means not the trees and what we get. Plants means like some factories which produce the iron. Okay, plants. And Chhattisgarh has a long history of working with iron and different areas. How different traditions of iron craftsmanship I showed you, na? So making different shapes with iron is called as a crafting work. Our ancestors not only discovered techniques of iron extraction but also prepared many different alloys by mixing iron with other metals. Our ancestors not only finding how to extract the iron from the ore, not only that but also they prepared the alloys mixing with other metals. So here, and then questions. How will the rate of corrosion be affected in water and that has a high concentration of salts? Okay, so because high concentration of salt, the salt will be, what it will do? The salt in the moisture, it becomes like water, it will be melting, so it affects the corrosion, okay, in the metals. Why do we make alloys? Why do we make alloys? To increase the hardness. Another one, to prevent rusting. Okay, write this one. Why do we make alloys? To increase hardness and to prevent rusting, to stop rusting. What is galvanization? So what is the galvanization? Galvanization is, where it is? Wait. So galvanization is this one. Galvanized iron, where the iron object is coated with a thin layer of zinc metal, is called as a galvanization. When the metal is coated with a zinc metal, it is called galvanization. So with this we finished the lesson. But students, it is very important. Last year in the question paper it is given. Okay, how the corrosion is taking place. Chemical principles of rusting of iron. All the chemicals you should by heart. You have the practical also. So all these things you have to by heart, all these equations and everything, what is corrosion, small definitions are there. Underline the important points. Again and again you listen to the videos. Tomorrow I will don't post any videos. Again and again you listen to the videos, underline the important points, understand the lesson. Surely you will have the board exam. Thank you students, all the best.